Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodity equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand it solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular and working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see a daily chart of natural gas futures. So here you can see how the natural gas futures behaved on August 25th from the levels of dollar 3.853 when the natural gas futures found a strong support here at the 9 days moving average and tested the levels of $4. So here you can see how the natural gas futures found sharp sell-off from this psychological resistance and finally closed the day at the levels of 3.9. But now you can see how the natural gas futures have been trading much above this closing. Today the natural gas futures has started the day at the levels of 3.947 and tested a high at the levels of 3.961 and a low at $3.942 and currently trading at the levels of $3.955. So friends, here you can see how the natural gas futures have been trading in a very narrow range because the inventory level is to be announced today. And here I find that a breakout above this immediate resistance, the natural gas futures could find a stiff resistance at the levels of $4. So here I find that if the natural gas futures find a sustained move above the levels of $4.048 after the announcement of weekly inventory today, we'll see this uptrend to continue where the natural gas futures could try to test the levels of $4.119 before this weekly closing. And here I find that a weekly closing above the levels of $4.148 could continue this rally in natural gas futures because here you can see how the natural gas futures have been showing good strength despite the formation of this bearish crossover here in the daily time frame. The natural gas futures have been trying to sustain well above the upper end of this channel. So here you can see that I have constructed one flag here as we have seen here in the daily time frame. There was a bullish flag creation when the natural gas futures found a breakout above the levels of the 3.705 on July 19th, and once again we found one more bullish pattern here, and once again the natural gas futures tested the highs of $4.205 on August 4th 2021. So friends, here I find that once again the natural gas futures look ready for a fresh breakout above the levels of $4, and here I find that the next target for the natural gas bulls could be at the levels of $4.2, and here a system move above the levels of $4.2 could encourage bulls to go long up to the levels of $4.4 during the upcoming week. So friends, here I find that any downward move in natural gas futures could find an immediate support at the 9 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of $3.862, and the next support can be seen at the levels of $3.812. So friends, these are my two supporting levels for where I would prefer to go long in natural gas futures. So friends, now let us check this move in 1 hour time frame. So here in an hourly time frame, here you can see that how the natural gas futures have been showing good strength after testing a low at the levels of $3.879. Here I find that the natural gas futures have formed a double bottom here in an hourly time frame. Here you can see that how the natural gas futures found a strong buying support from the levels of $3.879 and showed a strong upward move on July 25th and tested a high at the levels of $4.019. But here the natural gas futures found sharp sell-off and continued to move downward and tested a low at the levels of $3.9 on August 25th. But here you can see that how the natural gas futures found a strong buying support here below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in an hourly time frame. Since then, we have seen this strength in natural gas futures. So friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures have faced stiff resistance at the levels of $3.962 today and currently trading at the levels of $3.941. So friends, here I find that currently the 9 days moving average has come above the 26 days moving average. So this increases the hopes of formation of a bullish crossover here in the hourly time frame. So friends, here I find that still the natural gas futures look ready for a strong reversal from here. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a downward move back up to the levels of the 3.9, this will provide a good opportunity to go long. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a downward move, once again we could find a strong buying support at the levels of the 3.879. Here I find that the levels of the 3.879 seems to be an immediate support for natural gas futures, and here I find that a breakout above the levels of the 4.048 in today's move, we could find this rally to continue in natural gas futures till this weekly closing. So friends, first of all I would like to tell you that this is a live chart of natural gas futures. So friends, now let us check this move in a 15-minute time frame. So before this I will have to tell you one more. Here you can see that currently there is no major tropical cyclone and disturbance in Atlantic seas. So friends, here you can see that here is some low pressure area in the Atlantic Sea which could turn into a cyclone formation in next 48 hours. So friends, here I find that the natural gas futures will take its own move today, which could be very volatile after the announcement of inventory, because today the expected levels for the withdrawal is 40 billion cubic feet, whereas it was of 46 billion cubic feet during the last week. Today the forecast level is 40 billion cubic feet. So here I find that a withdrawal below this expected level could result in a sharp upward rally in natural gas futures. So friends, here I find that the natural gas futures could take a sharp upward move. So friends, now let's see the movements of natural gas futures in a 15-minute time frame. So friends, here I find that here at 10:30 a.m. we are going to have weekly announcement of inventory, and here I find that if the inventory comes at the same levels according to the forecast, we will see the natural gas futures could test the levels of the 3.879 once again, and here I find that a strong buying support can be seen for the natural gas futures, where a sharp rally can be seen if the natural gas futures find a lesser withdrawal in today's inventory. We could find a gap up here after the announcement of today's inventory. The natural gas futures could find a robust move. If the withdrawal is on the lesser side, we could find a sharp upward move in natural gas futures, where I find that the natural gas futures could try to sustain well above the levels of the 4.032, which could encourage bulls to remain aggressive above these levels, because here I find that a system move above the psychological resistance at $4 could encourage bulls to remain long. And here I find that if the natural gas futures find a system move in a 15-minute time frame well above the upper end of HMO cloud, we could see a steep upward move up to the levels of the 3.981. Here I find that till the announcement of weekly inventory, the natural gas futures could sustain well above the levels of $3.981. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures sustain well above the levels of $3.987 and the withdrawal comes according to the forecast level, we will see an advent of an uptrend in natural gas futures, and here I find that any downward move in natural gas futures could find a strong buying support at the levels of $3.879. So friends, here I find that after the announcement of weekly inventory, volatility could be higher, but here I find that this volatility could be very decisive to define a directional move before this weekly closing. We'll see the natural gas futures could define the levels which could be decisive for the upcoming week. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.